2022 King Jeongjo Royal Parade, joint reenactment of 79.34 kilometers. Changdeokgung Palace, Seoul, the 8th of October 2022. The Prime Minister is now on standby. The King Jeongjo was the 22nd king of Joseon Dynasty who had pursued political reform and social development for his entire reign of 24 years at the late Joseon Dynasty. Since the King Jeongjo moved his father's tomb to Hwaseong in 1789, he have visited his father's tomb a total of 13 times in 11 years. Among them, the most large scale was to celebrate the 60th birthday of his mother and father in 1795, Eulmyo Year, at the 20th year of his reign. Hyegyeonggung Hong, the king's mother. The King Jeongjo is riding a white horse. Changsun Princess, the king's younger sisters. From February 9th to 16th, 1795, the king's parade of 59.4 kilometers was held, from Changdeokgung Palace to Hwaseong Palace, for which Chun people and 1,400 horses were mobilized for the parade. Never cause any burden to the people for the event. The King Jeongjo. As per king's order, a clearinghouse was established for the food, labors, mobilized ships, etc. Even the cost of feed for the horse used was all covered by the money from the palace. In addition, the king was followed by the officials who recorded the entire journey, and royal painters who drew pictures. The people can come closer and enjoy our parade. Hold a feast with people's dance and music. Let them all enjoy the King Jeongjo.
배다리를 점검하러 가시오. 배다리를 점검하라. 도하라.
The Bedari is a temporary bridge made of connected ships. In short, ship bridge. The King Jeongjo's, the Baedari project in 1795 is considered as essence of Joseon Renaissance and the biggest political event at that time. It was not by compulsory ship requisition, but by paying a reasonable price, so that voluntary participation was encouraged and any compliance were avoided. The officials determined the number and location of the ships needed for the river in advance and work it out systematically to reduce time and cost significantly. As a result, the previous kings had been forced to requisition hundreds of ships for several months, but it created and completed the perfect ship bridge that allowed to cross a large procession of 1 kilometers with only 39 ships in 11 days.
목적지인 화성 율릉에 따르게 도착하면 시민들과 함께 천하의 애민 정신을 기릴 수 있도록 만전의 준비를 다하고 있사옵니다.
King's hearing performance. During royal parade, he conducted a hearing that received complaints of injustice by beating drum from the general public.
전하, 아니되옵니다. 이천한 백성들과 소통이라니요. 이는 천부당 만부당할 일이옵니다.
The King Jeongjo received a fierce backlash from opposing party Norin, saying it's messy.
이는 전하의 성심에 등멸하는 것이요.
말 조심하시오. 국가의 건의가 우선이오.
소통만이 살 길이요.
아니,
소통. 어허. 이 전하 앞에서
The poor, incomprehensible people came rushing to appeal their resentment. They are truly innocent. Those who made all this happen are responsible. The King Jeongjo.
정조 대왕님이 아주 섬세한 팬 서비스를 주시고 계시네요.
King Jeongjo made a total of 66 royal visits during his reign, and these visits were not mere procession, but served as a way of communication to closely examine the living conditions of the people and listen to their voices. During his royal visits, he dealt with as many as 3,355 people's statements and complaints. No other king would have listened to the voices of the people as much as he did. On the second day, I went to Gunpo, Uiwang section. It's a chilly weather with raining. The mayor of Uiwang is now paying his respect to the King Jeongjo.
비가 오는데도 이 큰 행렬을 맞이하느라 경감의 도구가 많았어요.
King's hearing performance. Royal Guard Song Heongyeong Marital Arts Performance. When King Jeongjo ascended to the throne as the 22nd king of Joseon Dynasty in 1776 at the age of 25, the power was completed seized by the opposition party Norin, even when assassination attempts were made to infiltrate the bedroom. King Jeongjo installed Yangju, a royal guard, to support the royal authority.
대전 본방전을 펼친 출연진들에게 다시 한번 격려의 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 이것으로 우이왕 기아자동차 앞에서 준비된
The procession is finally entering Whaseong Fortress, Suwon. It's heavy raining in autumn. Hwaseong is the west gate of Hwaseong Fortress. A half-moon-shaped wall at the outside of gate was installed to surround and monitor the enemy in all directions. Gumcheon, the northwestern watchtower. North Watchtower. It was regarded as the main gate because it was facing capital Seoul. Even in inclement weather with heavy raining, many people are waiting for the procession. It seems that it has fully established itself as Suwon's representative grand festival. Politicians, county governors, and guests enter. King Jeongjo's 1789 Eulmyo Year visit was not only for his parents' 60th birthday, but it was also a large-scale national event to show off royal authority and military power, and the Whaseong Fortress, which was under construction at the time. It was a kind of King Jeongjo's political ceremony, who drove the development of society as a whole. Eulmyo Year is detailed official record of the parade with pictures. Based on the support of people, King Jeongjo pressured the aristocracy and pushed to make change of entire society. The King Jeongjo's royal parade to his father tomb here in Hwaseong was to show off the greatness of this fortress and his power against the opposition. It's kind of armed protest with political purpose. Of course, the Norn desperately restrained King Jeongjo's reform, and the conflict reached its climax. Your Majesty, risking our life, we never take your order. But the king also didn't back down either because his power has been strengthened. Decidedly, I'm talking today. I can't stand this any longer. I will bring down those who oppose political reform. In June 1800, when the conflict with Norn reached its climax with King Jeongjo's ultimatum, King Jeongjo suddenly passed away in vain. If Jangjo had not died suddenly and his reforms had lasted a little longer, I'm sure the slavery must have been abolished and commerce developed. It's much regret that Joseon must have entered the 19th century as an East Asia leading nation without being colonized by Japan.
모두 자리에서 일어나 정조대와 함께 예를 갖춰주시길 바랍니다.
Everyone please stand up and show courtesy to the King Jeongjo.
수원 여수 이재준이옵니다. 전하의 수원 입성을 경화드리옵니다. 다시 한번 말씀드리겠습니다. 정조대와 함께 통과 수원 여수 관원들이 자나무를 통과하셔서 화성 행궁으로 행보를 이어가시길 드립니다.
Now the King Jeongjo and Suwon Yusu will be passing through Janabun Gate and they will continue.
It's under repair and close. It's like a real old building. It's very old and has fragrant smell of wood. Hyeonryungwon Hall was built in 1801 to commemorate King Jeongjo. All the kings after King Jeongjo visited and held ancestral rites for him. It is said that the original form of the time was well maintained in this buildings, so it was designated as a national treasure in 2019. I stopped by myself at Hyeonryungwon Hall to commemorate a significant day for King Jeongjo.